Guys, right, so we're going to start with Monday's homework, and Monday's homework was about drawing a graph. So it was very, very similar to the one that I did in class, and so hopefully, okay, I'll take as much space as I can. Okay, so there's my two lines. I'm using the wrong pen. Okay, so how many terms do we have? We have 5 terms, which means, excuse me, I need space for 5, I suppose, across the bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so how many terms do I have? I have 5 terms. So I need to put 5 across the, if you remember, this is called the x-axis. You have to be careful that you're going up in equal numbers. So I'm going up by 1 every time, so that's equal. But you also have to be careful that you're going up in equal numbers of boxes. So starting in here, my first jump was 2 boxes, and then I jumped 2 boxes, and so on and so forth. Okay, so then on my other axis I need to get up to 23. So I'm not going to be able to go in 1s, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. I don't have enough room to go in 2s, so it looks like I'm going to have to go in 3s. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. And these are my term values. Okay, so term number 1 has a value of 3. Yeah? Okay, so I go to where term number 1 is, and term number 1 has a value of 3. So it's term number 1, and term number 1 has a value of 3. Okay, so that dot takes into account both of those things, that I'm talking about term number 1, and I'm also talking about the fact that it has a value of 3. Okay, don't need those arrows, so I'm going to take them off. Okay, so number 2 then, term number 2 has a value of 8. Okay, so I don't have an 8, but if I look over here, okay, I know that 7 and 8 have to be in there somewhere, right? 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah? So that gives me an idea of where 8 is. So I'm going up here from 2, and I'm going to stop just where 8 is, which is about there. Yeah? Okay, the next one is 13. So we have the same problem as in I have no 13 in my graph, but I just have to find it. So there's 12. So there's 13, 14, 15. So you can kind of see where 13 is there. So go up from 3 and following up this line, and I'm going to keep going until I get to a height of 13, which is, I think, about there. And it's looking good because the dots are lining up nicely. My fourth one even, so I'm here now, is 18. I think that is on the graph, so that makes it easier. So 18 is here. I stop for 18, and then the 5th one is 23, which again is not on the graph, so I'm going to have to find it. So 21, there's 22, there's 23. So I'm going up from 5, holding that line, and that's 22. So 23 is about there. Yeah? And then I should be able to draw a dead straight line through all of my dots. And I can. Okay, so that's the graph. Hopefully that went well. I think it went well for most people. Okay, so what I want to do now is I want to kind of put together some of those ideas, okay? So I have an example here where using a sequence, so I've got a sequence here, I want to draw a graph of the sequence, okay? And then I have a couple of questions. I want you to find the start term of the sequence. This is obviously taking us back before graphs. What's the first difference? Now, first difference, we talked about this right at the beginning, but you may have forgotten. Sorry, I'm in the wrong position. Where am I? Here. First difference is another way of saying common difference. Okay, they mean the same thing. So first difference and common difference are the same thing. Plot and label the next 3 terms on the graph of the sequence. Okay, so we need to take that into account when we're doing our graph. They don't want us, so up here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 terms. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But they want us to also do 6, 7, and 8. So we're going to need to be aware of that we leave enough space in our graph for that. And then the last one is find the general term. So once we see general term, we know we're going to use our formula. Yeah? Okay, so let's figure out the additional numbers first of all. So what are we going up in here? 4s, is it? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, yeah, 4. Yeah, we're going up in 4s. Okay, so 21 plus 4. The sixth term is going to be 25. Sorry, I have written it. It's just not syncing. Hang on. There you go. And then another 4 will bring us to 29 for the 7th term. And then another 4 will bring us to 33 for the 8th term. Okay, so we need to get to 33 on the graph, okay? Right, so let's see. Insert, no, yeah, black. Insert my graph. Okay. Right. There. I think that should be enough room, I hope. All right, so the original sequence is 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I need to go 6, 7. Ooh, I need to extend that a tiny bit. Sorry, I'm just going to make this a tiny bit longer. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's close enough. Okay, so I think I'll be able to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and these are my term numbers. Okay, now 4, 6, 8, 12, 13, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30,